Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You see me in a different setting, guys. It's because there is some kind of renovation that's going on in my home, and therefore I have been displaced, as I have said that, and you will have to bear with me for some time before I can actually do things in the right way once again. Okay, now over here, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, guys. This energy will be for the next 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, give or take. Now, I'll check your recent past energy, your current frame of mind energy, and then the immediate future. The immediate future energy will depend on your individual timeline, where your planetary positions will of course come into effect. But this will be a general reading, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising with Venus and Jupiter in your planetary position. Okay, so let's delve into the reading, guys. Let's call on our divine guide, angels, spirit ancestors, my source for this reading, and we'll check the energies with regards to your situation, Aquarius. Now, the first question would be your recent past situation or energies. Okay, what is your recent past situation or energy for you, Aquarius, that we will find out from this reading? Okay, the recent past energy for you, Aquarius. All right, and then we'll delve into your current energy that you are going through at this point in time, your current situation, current energy with regards to your energy level. Okay, your current situation, current energy here. All right, and then we'll delve into, like I said, your immediate future energy. Now, that again, like I said, would depend on individual planetary positions and your timeline in this situation, Aquarius. Okay, and the bottom of the deck, but before I ask for the bottom of the deck, guys, we'll move into three major energies that we will talk about as we delve into your reading. Okay, I'm going to ask my spirit for three major energies that shows up in your case for the next couple of weeks. Okay, what are the three major energies for this reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising? Three. I'm going to take three cards in here and we will talk about that. Okay. Now we can talk about the bottom of the deck, which is the Knight of Cups. I think we had a reading for Virgo yesterday. If you would like to check the Virgo energy, you will see that Virgo had the same bottom of the deck, the Knight of Cups. I don't know what's going on, guys, after the the full moon or the Lionsgate portal. It's like all of a sudden the energy is shifting towards your heart. Like a lot of people, what I'm getting, guys, is a lot of people had their hearts blocked. That could be because of the pandemic, could be because of personal situations, could be because of stress with money, with jobs, with anything that was kind of reacting with their heart energy. Okay, So therefore, the Knight of Cups is coming in here, telling me that a lot of people at this point in time are definitely thinking about following their heart desires, wearing their heart on their sleeves. Okay, but with this energy, there is a little bit of a difficulty as well. And the difficulty is that the Knight of Cups, they are not usually able to stick on to what they want to say or promise. Okay, they have a difficult time. They are very fickle. At one point they decide, okay, this is what I want to do, and the next moment they are like, nah, you know. And that is the reason why you have the Nine of Cups. You see here, the Nine of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Ten of Coins. So there is a bit of that, the Seven of Swords energy between your wish fulfillment and, of course, your desire for money in the real world, right? So there is some kind, that's what I said, that somebody over here with that Knight of Cups energy, at one moment they are very, very, they are like, oh, here I am, ready to give you that cup of love, ready to make promises, ready to take on to the next part of the journey, ready to go anywhere. But the next day they wake up and they're like, I don't know if I should do that. Right? And that is where that Seven of Swords energy is showing up in here. And this Seven of Swords energy is taking responsibility for your action with like the Knight of Cups. So somebody who can be in this energy has to be cognizant of the fact that if they have to follow their heart desire and they have to move on to better things in their life, they have to take responsibility towards their emotion as well as their long-term situation with the Ten of Pentacles, which involves a family, involves retirement plans, involves the seeds of love that you have sowed with somebody in your life and you want to take that forward, involves where you can retire peacefully with your grandkids surrounding you, have that luxury lifestyle where you don't have to think about money, home, anything. You're fulfilled in every part of the story with somebody that you are either married to or you love, or you are kind of having that urge to have the Ten of Pentacles in your zone. Okay, have everything for your long-term plan, but for which you have to take responsibility for your own actions towards fulfilling the desire that you want to fulfill. So if you are in that fickle energy where at one point you decide, oh, I don't know if I should do that, and the second point you're like, no, I should do that, I should go forward, the third day you're like, too much of responsibility, I can't do that. So that kind of fickle energy will not work for you, Aquarius. That's what they are telling you. So you have to be very cognizant of this energy. As good as an energy it is, it can also kind of be that energy can get into you where you will probably change your mind in a second, right? And if you change your mind in a second, that Seven of Swords will crop up. That Seven of Swords is all about deceit, lies, cheating, being sneaky, right? Not taking responsibility for your own deeds and actions. So you have to watch out for this kind of an energy that you could possibly have going forward, or whatever the time frame could be. All right. Now, in your recent past, guys, I'm going to talk about the three major energies a little later. But before I delve into this, let me talk about the main situation here in your case. Now, you might not be able to see the cards because of the way I'm recording this video. But at the end of the day, I will be explaining everything to you and you will understand the situation better as I move forward in your story here. Okay, now in the recent past, you get the Nine of Swords, you get the Page of Coins, and then you get the World card. Okay, which is clearly talking about you understanding that you cannot sit in a place of being anxious about things in your life. You have to work on that. You have to work on your life. You have to discover what more you can do with yourself, excuse me, with your energy or with your life in general, Aquarius. And this is the opportunity. This is the time where you need a closure and the beginning of a new cycle in your life. So the Nine of Swords is talking about an energy that you probably have been going through. It could be nightmares that you might have had. It could be a lot of sleepless nights, feeling anxious, feeling guilty, feeling sad, the panic attack. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Oh my God, what is going to happen? Oh my God, I don't know. What am I looking at? That kind of an energy that keeps you up in the night. Okay, where all of a sudden you will discover, or you have discovered, that you can't sit in that energy worrying about things. You cannot sit in that energy of feeling troubled, of feeling guilty, of feeling sad, of not sleeping well. You have to do something more with your life. So that's an energy that you are starting. You are learning to hear your own intuition in your life, not being in that Nine of Swords where your intuition was not working for you. So this is the change in the recent past, Aquarius, is that you have discovered that you need to move on with something better in your life. So you are basically at the starting point. You are basically at a starting point in the physical world, where the World card shows that you have learned your lessons. Whatever lessons you had to learn, you have learned your lesson, and universe is allowing you to close that cycle in order to move forward to a much better cycle in your life. Okay, so this is the recent past energy that you have all, it's that realization. It could be a very small message from somebody that you have received or you have understood, that you just cannot sit like that throughout the night and be worried about things. You need to work on that. You need to improve yourself. You need to understand that there is a lot more that you probably haven't even explored in your life, but for which the learning lesson that you have had to go through with regards to your own karma, that is something where the world shows up, that talks about a completion in order to move forward towards another part of your story, right? So you are starting to work towards this completion. You are starting to work towards the close of an old chapter in your life, in the recent past energy. That's a very, very good energy, actually, to be honest with you, Aquarius. You have discovered that you're not going to take anybody's BS. You're not going to be worried about the situation that is not in your control. But it is necessary for you to move forward towards a better cycle in your life. So you have started to grab that intuition in yourself. You have, like I said, it could be a message, it could be an advice from somebody younger to you, or just a message you have received from somebody that you need to wind up the old cycle and move forward with your life. So you have started to work on it. That's the energy in the recent past. In the current energy, guys, you get the Fountain card, the Three of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. So in the recent times, in the current situation, there is a lot of emotion. With the Fountain card, it's talking about a downpour, a purge, a surge of emotions, right? It is a purging. For me, the Fountain is purging off the old emotions in your life that no longer serves you with whatever that situation. So some of you could be going through a lot of teary moments where all of a sudden you'll feel like crying, where all of a sudden you will think back about something and there will be tears in your eyes. So that's a very natural way of purging out your own emotional part of the story, right? And that comes with the Three of Cups. So that is talking about some kind of a third party situation in your life, Aquarius. It could be your family, friends, it could be extended family, it could be your siblings, it could be somebody with whom you have had, some kind of beautiful moments in your life. You could have enjoyed a lot with somebody in your life, right? Where there had been a lot of, emotional attachment with regards to this situation that calls for, where there was some kind of community, you have been involved. Somebody or some people who have been close to you, could be your siblings, could be your parents, could be your friends, could be anybody, right, with whom you had a lot of emotional exchange in your life, right? But then you get the Eight of Cups. So it's telling me that there is something this situation had created in your life, right? This situation has created some kind of pain that you now want to leave behind. You want to move away from that. You want to abandon that pain. You want to abandon that emotional disharmony. You want to abandon that emotional instability, and you want to move. You want to move to, you are on a journey. It's a very spiritual kind of a journey that you have decided you will undertake, which means that you will have to leave something in your life, Aquarius, that you no longer want to be attached with. It could be a part of your community, friends, group, anybody who had been associated with you, with whom, like I said, there has been a lot of contact emotionally, and that is something that you no longer want to keep in your life anymore. And that is where in the recent past you have decided that you will take on your own, or take off on your own, okay, to do something better. You have just started to leave behind, you have started to purge, you have started to let go of the bad emotional pain, and you're closing that cycle in here because you want to move towards a different part of the story in your life, Aquarius. So this situation over here is not for you. You have taken the call. You have taken the call with the Three of Cups that you don't want to be a part of that tribe or that group or that community. It could be professional, it could be personal, it could be anybody. But you want to move away. You want to move away because you have started to work on yourself with regards to the situation, where you now want to close a part of the old chapter in order for you to move towards. So that both these cards are talking about movement. Both these cards are talking about traveling out from a bad situation or from some kind of situation that you no longer feel emotionally attached with, more so. Okay, now moving on to the immediate future, you get the Four of Cups, you get the Four of Wands, and then you get the Empress. So there is kind of a situation here, guys. It's a little bit of a stuck energy here. Moving forward, you will feel a little bit stuck at first, because with the Four of Cups, because you're leaving something behind, remember, you're closing an old chapter, there is obviously that amount of pain that you will go through, right? You will feel a bit unhappy, you will feel a bit sad about a situation you're letting go. You're letting go because you no longer, like I said, you no longer feel attracted towards that situation emotionally. But at the same time, somewhere, it's like that final goodbye. Before you say that final goodbye, you just kind of turn around and you're like, okay, I loved what I had, I enjoyed what I did, but now it's time for me to leave that, right? It's a wake-up call at the same time. It's a wake-up call to understand that you had been going through a lot of pain in yourself, which is where that pain is something that you want to say a final goodbye to and move, right? And that is with the Four of Wands. So this final goodbye could be coming from within you, or this final goodbye could be directly linked with your home, with your family, with your security, with your marriage, with anything, where you had been stuck. You had been stuck. So some of you guys could have had a home where you lived with some people, but you were not enjoying their company, right? So that kind of a situation. So this could talk about anything that was at one point was a part of your life. The Four of Wands, that safety, that security, the love, right? But this is the sad part. But you will be feeling a bit depleted in your emotional part of the story, leaving this, right? Because like I said, it's the final goodbye to something that you have been attached with. And when I say being attached to it, and leaving that, I wouldn't say leaving that, it sounds a little bit of a negative vibe, but I would say refocusing your direction. That sounds better. So because you're refocusing your own direction towards your life, that part of the story where you have been stuck in a place has to go, right? You have to leave that. And because you will be leaving that, you will give birth to something new in your life. And that in order for you to give birth to something new in your life, Aquarius, you have to refocus from your part of stagnancy, wherever you had been stuck, not feeling happy, not feeling satiated, not feeling satisfied with your life in general. Okay, so therefore you know that you have come to your realization of the Empress, that if you want, you can buy a new home. If you want, you can get something better in your life that will be full of love, happiness, security, abundance, that will create that feeling of being abundant in your own situation. You want that situation, because what I'm getting is wherever you guys are, you're not feeling that part of the story which calls for abundancy, which calls for the thrill, the birth, the rebirth, the creativity, something that you create from the scratch. It's like planting the seeds, in the fall, and then watching the tulips come out in the spring. That's called creative part of the story, where you have taken the soil, you have put manure, you have dug that hole, you have planted the seeds, and now it's time. In the spring, you will see the little green shoots. They come out from under the soil, and the thrill of that birth makes you so happy when you actually see them blossom into beautiful tulips, right? So that's the feeling, that's the energy that you want to feel within you, where you want to do something better as a part of your spiritual embodiment of your own understanding that you as a person, you are more than capable of giving birth to something in your life that you are moving forward to in this course in time, and you want to, right? So this is your main energy, where you have learned your lesson and you are walking towards that direction where you can close that cycle, leave something that no longer serves you in an emotional way, so that you can start fresh with your own creativity and give birth to something that you will naturally enjoy in your life, Aquarius. Okay, now let's move into the main three energies that I have for you, right? But before I do that, guys, I just want to check one last energy for you, which is the Empress energy here, right? And we'll see what the Empress energy is talking about. Give me 1 second. You get the Two of Wands, which is what you're moving forward, right? You are intuitively desiring that change. You're intuitively manifesting the change in your life. It's going to take you a minute to get to the place of being the Empress, but at the same time, you are working towards that change in your life. From the Four of Wands, you have taken 2 steps back, right? You have released yourself from that stuck energy, and you are kind of shortening the distance towards your ambition or goal in your life, right? But you can see that the Two of Wands, yes, so the Two of Wands is a stuck energy as well, but it is the energy from the 4 into the 2 is talking about taking a call, choosing a direction in your life, planning something from the stuck energy of the Four of Pentacles. See? From the Four of Pentacles, where you have been feeling very stuck, you're intuitively working on your money, on your finances, on your stability, on your security. That's going to bring back your joy, your happiness, and your security in your life. So you are going a little bit back and forth towards this new creative venture, right? Towards this new creative venture that is going to bring you back your happiness and your spiritual embodiment of being a creative, of creatively working towards your hope, faith, and purpose in your life. So you're definitely going a little bit back and forth with your understanding, and the Ace of Cups, that's talking about your heart opening up towards a new direction in your life, okay? Because like I said, look, this is something you have to see, guys. The Tower and the Knight of Cups. And here you have the Knight of Cups. And what did I tell you? I told you that this fickle energy has to go. So your realization is that you cannot be fickle anymore. You have to do things in the right way, because if you're fickle, this is the realization that's dawning upon you. You will not be able to move forward towards your own emotional fulfillment. Okay, so whatever you say, you do, you have to stick by it. And that is what you are hoping that you can do this in the rightful way. So you're taking a little bit of a time, right? Evaluating, taking decisions, planning on your stability, but you're slowly, very, very slowly, Aquarius, you're working on yourself. You're 100% working on yourself. And that is because your main energy here is you, the Knight of Swords. That's talking about being focused in your life now. You're very, very focused. Like whatever you're doing throughout the day, at the end of the day, you know your aim is to achieve your target of the Empress. So you're very, very focused on your goal, on your ambition, and you're also being very frank about your situation with people. You know, some of you could be communicating very frankly, telling other people what you really want to do with your life. Okay, and you're in that energy where you're coming to your terms and conditions that this time around you will have to move the chariot. You will have to have that will and the determination to take you forward. You have to be in the driver's seat. You know, so your mind is very, very focused to be in the driver's seat with the Seven of Wands, which is telling me that you will have to fight a lot of people. You will have to fight adversaries. It won't be an easy situation for you. There will be a lot of oppositions. There will be a lot of criticisms. There will be a lot of other situations that people will oppose against you, not letting you move, but you will have to stand up and fight that. So if you have to say a no to something, guys, you have to say a no. Okay, but it's not going to be like a cakewalk for you moving past this to reach the Empress. There will be some kind of struggle, oppositions, where you will have to stand up for what you believe is right for you, Aquarius. Okay, but you are being very, very focused. You are being very focused, and now it's coming to the point, guys, where you will do anything that it takes for you to reach the Empress energy. You will do anything. You will fight tooth and nail to reach this place of your success and happiness in your life. Okay, so this is the energy that will carry you for the next 3 to 4 weeks. Enjoy this reading, guys, until I see you once again. Till then, goodbye, God bless, Khuda Hafiz, and Namaste.